Well, folks, Jim Johnson here again. Got the blower motor took out of this fiberglass piece here that it fits in, and there's this little metal piece that goes over there. Took that out, and I'm gonna sand this and paint it. I just noticed it's got a crack in it right here, but I can probably fix that. Sometime or another somebody's beat on it or something, or maybe I tried to change the blower motor and didn't get that bolt out and broke it. But anyway, that's the next step. I'm gonna clean this up and get it primered. So I'm hoping I can just put this screwdriver in there and pry this back over, because it's kind of overlapped, and I can just fill it back in with a little bit of fiberglass resin or something. It went back. Yeah, that'll go back together all right now. It's going to be down on the bottom side. It's not going to be anywhere you can see it. So I may just put a little silicone over it once I get it sanded and painted. Call it good. Well, I've been wet sanding it with some 320, and it's cleaning up all right. This thing's kind of a gray color, I guess, from the factory. I may just paint it and the blower box gray instead of just black like the rest of the firewall. I've got some gray, kind of gunmetal gray paint. It's kind of got some metallic in it, but I think it'll still look all right. Well, I'm gonna go wash it now and maybe spray some primer on it and get ready to paint it. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I use it a lot on, just little imperfections and stuff, like right there, little scratches like that. There's a little pinhole in it right there. It'll work for stuff like that. Works pretty good as far as I'm concerned. I decided I'm going to go ahead and use some of this fiberglass resin and a piece of fiberglass cloth. I want to put over that crack here on the inside, maybe strengthen it up a little bit. Well, I put some resin in there and some fiberglass mat. That should strengthen it up pretty good. Just gotta let it dry now. Well, I got it painted. Don't look too bad. There's the other part here. It turned out pretty good. And while I've been waiting on paint to dry, I went ahead and pulled the engine out of my black car. I think that's the one I'm going to put in the red one for right now. I may eventually put a 5.3 in the red one, but right now I'm going to put my 400 in there. It's probably 400 horse, thereabout. It's don't have a lot of compression. It's got the stock pistons in it, stock rotating assembly. But I did put a 64cc chamber head on it, which should have raised it some. And got a decent cam in it, aluminum intake, so I mean it's probably at least 1 horse per cubic inch, I would hope. We'll see how it does. Well, I'm gonna stick this back on there and see if I can't get the blower box I made attached as well. Okay, I got that secure. Find more little screws and put this back in here. Watch in there now. Get the blower motor. Well, it's getting closer. That's the way it's going to fit in there. I'm just going to put a bead of silicone across through there, and got to cut out a little square and put right here some plastic. This down here is sealed up. It's just right there. And put a little bead across the bottom of it, and everything will be good, I think. Well, I got it all in there. Tomorrow, after my silicone sets up, I'm going to take a hole saw and I'm going to cut a hole right here so I can put this in there. That's what controls your variable speed, I guess, on your blower. And it was originally down in there, so I'm assuming that it needs the air blowing over it to keep it cool. Then I'll mount my relay here somewheres and should be good. Looks pretty good in here, I think. I used a little bit of silicone and cut a little piece of plastic and put in, had a little bit of a gap right there. Right in here and right there. Cut a little piece of plastic and put it in there and put some silicone on it, and looks like it's good. It's crazy how close the color is on that. It was Permatex Ultra Black, and it's almost the exact same color, even with the metallic in it, as the paint that I painted this box with. It's crazy, but it works out. Anyway, I got to get the motor in here in the shop now. Pull this engine out of the black car. It's my 400 small block, so I'm going to be putting it in the red one. Probably next Thursday or Friday. But anyway, Good luck with your hot rods, and let the gears turn and the big tires burn. 3rd Gen Johnson.